So good morning to everybody who joins us from the UK and good afternoon to those who join us from Asia. It's great to see you here again. Welcome to week 2 of our food and fitness program, of which there are 4 weeks in total. We hope you enjoyed last week's and therefore are looking forward to today's. Today's theme is Restore Your Mind, and Rupert from Nuffield Health is going to do some movements and a quick 10-15 minute session around flexibility, energy and stillness. And then after Rupert's session, we then go over to Chef Garrow, who's going to go through a food demonstration where he's going to compile a quick seafood dish packed with nutrients that help boost your mind. So as in the chat, I've just stated that we are recording this because we'd like to share it on the Jive page. And we hope that some of you got the chance to share last week's session, which was added to the Jive pages. And we hopefully you can share this one moving forward. So with no further ado, I'm going to pin Rupert. And Rupert, over to you. You're in the spotlight. Fire away, sir.
Morning, welcome. Just going to go through some general movements. As you can see, I've got a makeshift desk and chair, so we're going to work from there. First one we're going to do is basically an upper back stretch. So what we're going to do is cup the head, just hands by the ears. Going to keep the body nice and tall. So if you've got a good supporting chair, you can keep yourself tall. From there, all you're going to do is just push the head back, trying to keep the back straight, try not to bow the back at all. Just take it up and then bring it back down. Working through the biggest range you can without any additional movements. And we're looking at doing 5 reps in total. So last one. Good. From there, going to take the arms out. So basically, you're going to make a nice big W. Going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Again, keeping the body nice and tall. So you want to take them back, get that squeeze in there, stretch it out across the chest. From there, just going to take the hands above the head into a big Y. And then control them back down, putting the elbows down, trying to keep the elbows below the wrists. And again, no bowing in the back. So we want to keep ourselves nice and tall. Just take the arms up, get a good stretch, try and get the fingertips as close to the ceiling as you can. And then pull the elbows back down into that W position. Last one. Just take them all the way up. When we're up there, think about our breathing. So we're going to breathe out and push the fingertips out a little bit further. And then breathe in as we bring the arms back down. Good. Next one we're going to go for is just a twist. So again, sat in the chair, take it to one side and hold it. So feet flat on the floor. If you've got a chair with a back and an arm, you can use that to assist, to give you an additional pull across, twisting it through. Should feel this in the lower part of the back. Just depends on how flexible we are. I'm using my left palm against the armchair, and my right arm taking it back as far as we can. We're going to hold it there for about 20 seconds. Again, concentrate on the breathing. You breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the mouth. And I'm going to slowly relax that down. Take it to the opposite side. Turn my chair sideways. Keep myself nice and tall. And the hand as far back as possible. Get a good twist in. Concentrate on my breathing. And every time you breathe out through the mouth, you should be able to push that a little bit further. Just holding it through there. Should be a slight discomfort, no pain. And then slowly relax it back. The next one we're going to go for is press the elbows on our desk. You clasp the hands together. Again, keep the back nice and flat. Just let the head drop down. In between the biceps. Get a good stretch across the back. Again, we're going to hold 20 seconds.
No, I think that's why that's
Think about the breathing.
Well, you know what? The way up, it was
And then slowly relax. Bring it up. If you find that one too easy, you can put the hands flat on the desk and just push yourself back a little bit further and get that increased stretch. From there, there's no doubt we're all doing a lot of typing. All we're going to do, have the hands about shoulder height, and all we're going to do is clench the fist nice and tight, and then spread the fingers out as wide as we can. So all we're doing is making a nice small ball, and then spread the fingers out as much as we can. Just clench it in and spread them out. One more. Good. And while we're in this position, all we're going to do is nice big circles with the wrist. 5 rotations one way. And then 5 rotations in the opposite direction. Slow and controlled, making them as big as possible. Good. From there, we're going to go back into our nice seated position. Just going to start taking it a bit lower down. Just going to raise one leg as high as we can, keeping the back nice and tall, and then lower it down. Swap the legs. Just a little bit of movement. One of the things that we're looking for, that we're not having to lean over to raise the leg. Want to keep that body nice and tall, pull it up as high as we can, and then control it back down. We're going to do 10 with each leg. Make sure we have a split second hold when we pull it up. So you feel those muscles working. We don't drop the leg down. It's all under control, so we've got the muscles working in both directions. Lifting up under control, hold, lowering under control. One more each leg. So now we've warmed up the hip area a little bit. I'm going to come slightly further forward, purely because I've got the arms on the chair. If you've got a rolling chair, just be a bit more careful. It doesn't slip away from you if you need to come forward. All we're going to do is put one ankle across the opposite knee. Should feel a little stretch, depending on how flexible you are. From there, if you want, you can put a little pressure on the knee, just to increase the stretch, and then keeping the back nice and flat. We're just going to lean forward into it. You should feel that stretch through the glutes into the hamstring. You're going to go from there, little pressure if you want, or just lean forward, keep the shoulders back so you're not hunching over. Shoulders up, hold that. I'm going to hold that stretch for about 20 seconds. Again, just think of the breathing, nice and controlled. And then slowly relax it down, swap them over. And yes, you probably find, like me, one side is a lot more supple than the other. And this is my tough side, that's why I always start with the easy side. So, feet flat on the floor, knee across. I'm not going to put any pressure on this one. I can feel this stretch in my glutes. A lot more. Shoulders back, and then lean from the waist. As you can see, I'm not leaning very far forward, but I can feel an even better stretch on this side. Again, just keep breathing through it. And then slowly relax it down. So if you've got at a desk and you've got one of those footsteps, feel free to put the foot on the step. It can be on the floor. If you're working from home, you can even put your foot up on the desk to increase the stretch. You want to keep the leg as straight as you can. Want to increase that stretch or help keep the leg straight. Pull the toe up towards the shin. And again, from here, bending from the waist, lean forward, keep the shoulders back. We're not going to punch over to touch our toes. I don't really care whether or not you can touch your toes. We're going to lean forward, pull the toe up, feel that stretch through the back of the leg. And we're going to hold that there, nice and controlled. And every time we breathe out, see if we can just push it a little bit further. And then slowly relax it, swap them over. You should feel a nice stretch all the way at the back of the leg. By pulling the toe up, you should feel it even behind the knee. Shoulders back. I like to put my hands across my chest. That way, I can feel as soon as I start crunching my shoulders over. So keep that in that position, back flat. Feel that stretch all the way at the back of the leg. Pulling the toes up, you'll take through the hamstring, the full length of the hamstring, behind the knee. And we're just going to hold it there. Keep breathing through. Last few seconds. And then slowly relax it down. So the last stretch we're going to do on each side, I'm going to go back to the feet flat on the floor, nice and upright position. I'm going to take my right hand, put it across my left knee, up to the outside of my left knee. I'm going to keep the hips nice and square. I'm going to try and push the hand as close to the floor as I can. So that way I'm getting a good twist through the lower part of my spine, keeping the body tall, pushing that hand as close to the floor as I can. Breathing all the way through it. Again, we're not leaning forward into it, keeping it nice and tall. And then slowly relax it down. Swap sides. Last 20 odd seconds. Keeping that body nice and tall, twisting through. And then slowly relax it down. Take a deep breath in through the nose and hold it. And then breathe out through the mouth. One more, breathe in. Hold. And breathe out through the mouth. There you go. A few exercises that you can do at your desk. Not a lot of space required, but hopefully you'll feel the benefit of those. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Rupert. Before we leave you, has anybody got any questions I'd like to ask Rupert around that session?
Yes, I think I'm very enjoying. Thank you so much. First time to do those in the working space, so feel excited. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Rupert, that can be done at any stage during the day, can't it?
I would recommend that if you can, every couple of hours, just do it, even just a couple of them, just to keep the body moving, especially when we're working from home and we're not moving around as much as we would do in the office.
Brilliant. As we know, we've recorded this, so everybody should be able to, if they want a refresher, they can always re-see this video later on today. But thanks again, Rupert, for your time, and see you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Excellent. So now we're going to hand you over to Chef Garrow. Garrow is based here at Bank Street, and he's with his colleague Georgette. And I'm just going to pin Georgette. There we go. There's Garrow. So Garrow and Georgette, over to you. You're going to do a lovely seafood dish that's packed with nutrients and is going to boost your mind once you've consumed it all. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, over to you. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Garrow. I'm the head chef in Morgan Stanley. What we're going to do today, we're going to cook cod. That's what is the raw cod. I put them in a tray with the grease proof or baking sheet. What we have to do next is, it will be coated with the chimichurri, and the recipe is ready to go. We have some pepper, some salt, some lemon juice, and some olive oil on top. As you see over here, in oven about 8-9 minutes, 180, 170 degrees. Now put on the side. At the same time, we're going to cook farro. That's what farro looks like. Rinse it in the cold water, and after that, in a salted hot boiling water, boil it, taste it until it's al dente. Just cook, taste it, and that's the next stage. And now what we're going to do, we're going to put the dish together. We got the plate. We got one fish that I cooked earlier over here. We can add the farro in the middle. I got some kale, just steamed and a little bit pan fried with oil, just on the side. Next, the chimichurri, we need salt, pepper, olive oil, some chili flakes, some parsley, coriander, and half a garlic clove. Mixing all together. Taste it. A little bit more salt. There you go. You can just add more chili if you prefer, or more seasoning, but fish on top. Chimichurri as it is. Just prefer some grilled tomato. Some cress. Here we go. That's our dish. Cooked with farro, kale, grilled tomato, and chimichurri. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Garo. Again, open to questions. If anybody has any questions for Garo.
Chef Garo, are there any other whole grains that we can use instead of the grains that you use? What grains did you use again?
Farro.
Farro. Are there any other grains that we
You can use
instead?
tricky. You can use brown rice. Both of them will be very good with the dish.
And instead of kale, does it have to be kale? Is there any other dark greens?
You can do nice spinach. You can use seasonal vegetables. When asparagus, you can add when seasonal. You can use squash that will be in season at the moment.
And the fish, does it have to be white fish?
No, salmon will be very nice. Salmon or sea bass.
It's very nice, chef.
Thank you.
lunch.
Thank you, Gareth. As Gareth said at the start, we do have a recipe card for this dish, so that will be available alongside this video. But just last opportunity for any questions before we close. Okay, well, everybody in the UK, enjoy the rest of your day. Everybody in Asia, have a great evening, and see you next week for session 3, which is titled Party with Your Team. So we look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.